The critical thinking child nurtures a child's learning potential in a creative and analytical way, helping kids fast track their learning.
Founder Limiola Arakintola joins us now with tips for preparing your child for test taking at any age. And Limi, welcome, first of all.
Thank you.
And I never thought that I would have to be preparing my kindergartner for test taking. This has been a super stressful period. And in talking to you, you also experienced the similar situation, and that's what got you doing the critically thinking child. Can you expand on that a little bit for us?
Yeah, absolutely. I got started because myself as a parent was looking to navigate the whole school system and find the best fit for my son at the time, who was 4 years old. And at that time, I wasn't even aware that education had changed, where 4-year-olds would need to be tested to get into some of the selected schools. So it was a total, bafflement to me. So I struggled with trying to figure out how best to prepare him. Naturally, I did not do a good job. And so I was discouraged at first, and I decided to, I'm going to do something about it. There's something here that I don't know as a parent. We read every day. We did math lessons every day. And so what is missing? So I went on a hunt to talk to researchers and figure out how I can best prepare him at home. And then when I had twins, we were successful. So that's pretty much how the company started, just as a parent who turned tutor, who wanted to help other parents from having that similar frustration.
Because even if you're not doing a selective enrollment school, when you get to kindergarten, they're automatically doing standardized testing right away. I mean, so those kids are jumping into this so quickly. How do you prepare young kids for things like that?
Yeah, that's a good point, Amy. So it doesn't have to be selective enrollment per se. Just really making sure that kids are on track to start kindergarten. They really need to come into the classroom with basic skills in math and reading. School has changed with Common Core, and it's really accelerated for many of us, depending on how far back we go. So parents need to be equipped with resources and tools so that they can better prepare their kids in school. And that starts at kindergarten.
Yeah. Okay.
If not before.
So a parent out there that now maybe has a middle schooler or someone who's preparing to go to high school, they want to get started. What are some of the things that they need to focus on to get their kids to be better test takers, or that they can reduce their anxiety level as well as the kids' anxiety level?
Oh, yeah. So at the middle school level, testing happens all throughout. So definitely we find giving kids incentives, giving them an opportunity to work with other friends and prepare together, giving them mock practice, giving them practice situations, giving them an opportunity to come into the testing environment and just do a mock session, have an opportunity to do questions on analogies, spatial reasoning. A lot of these questions are not commonly taught in the classroom. So it becomes, if you send your child in code, it becomes a first experience for them, and then they run out of time before they figure out what they're supposed to do. So definitely, either getting them a tutor and giving them an opportunity to get some practice and some mock sessions is important. At the high school level, it's important to remind students as they take charge of their education to not only study the things that are easy and that they've mastered, but also to study some of the things that are hard, because we find at that age, students like to study what they already know. So, yes.
So what do parents do? Because I know, like my 3rd grade, my oldest, I couldn't explain his math to him because it's changed since the way I learned it. So even if I knew the answers, I couldn't help him properly. What are the resources for parents as the kids get older? Now he's in 7th grade. I'm like, I don't know.
Well, the schools have a lot of resources. Teachers are always doing training, and the curriculums are changing. So the first step really is to connect with the teacher, find out what curriculum they're using, ask them if they have additional resources. If you're not having success in that route, then you may want to go outside, talk to other parents, see what resources they used. We're in the community all over Chicago, with the critical thinking child. So we collaborate with the schools and the parents, as well as local community organizations such as the 530 Scholars, to bring resources in that allow students to, achieve academically in reading and math and critical thinking as well.
Okay, so what if parents cannot afford that extra, that tutor or that extra help to send them to like one of those centers or what have you. Are there some things that are out there on the marketplace, books that they can buy or workbooks or anything like that that they can work with?
Yeah, we actually do parent workshops all the time in the community. So parents can definitely sign up for one of our workshops. There's no cost for that. And then we can begin to share resources. The best thing to do is look for resources that actually have critical thinking or logic or reasoning. The resources are out there. Parents are just challenged on what do I look for? How do I find it?
Okay.
So buzzwords and keywords that have critical thinking, analogies, logic, and math reasoning is going to give them a good start.
Yeah, because
And the criticalthinkingchild.com is where you can go to get more information on your program and some resources for parents
and
out
you
there.
have a freebie too.
Yeah, we have a freebie because, you know, the new year is upon us,
Yeah.
and we're getting ready to help parents set those new goals so that they can make sure their kid is prepared for academic success. So if you have a kid that's struggling with homework or an upcoming test, this is the time to set those goals to make sure you stay on top of it.
All right, just go to the criticallythinkingchild.com and you can get that freebie there. Lemiola, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate
Thanks for
it.
having me.
Yeah,
This has
thank
been
you.
fun. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.